Yeah, make sure you get your butt cheeks nice and tan. Good. So lately I've wanted to do a new Sim series, and you know, I already did a Rags to Riches when I started this channel, so I was trying to think of another series that I could do, and then I had a genius idea. What if I just did another Rags to Riches? Huh? Genius, huh? All right, so we all know I can't build and I can't really customize a character worth of crap, so that's what the gallery's for. It's for people like me. So this Rags to Riches is going to be a lot different than my last one, mostly because I actually know what I'm doing a little bit this time around. But this time I'm going to be doing it with Thor and Loki. I'm going to do like a roommate version of Rags to Riches. All right, let's change his name to Low Budget Loki. Just because if both of our first names are Walmart, that's going to get a little confusing. All right, let's just... Oh my word, that is terrifying. I was gonna make them like max skinny so we could see like their progression, but that's honestly like, that's freaking me out. Let's buff them up a little bit. There, that's at least a little acceptable. What happened to my butt? I thought this dude used to be caked. There we go. Also, for anyone who's watched like the majority of my videos on my channel, let's just say this is a prequel to my regular sim that I play as. Okay, so how do we make these two related so I don't see any like weird flirting or something crazy going on? I'll probably have to fix it later. I don't know how to do that. Okay, so since I want them to live in an apartment, I think it might be appropriate to use Tomarang since that's the map that came with the For Rent pack. Rent 65. Okay, so here's what I might do. As you can tell, I don't put a whole lot of thought into these videos before I start recording them, but what I might do is actually throw them into like a really dumpy apartment and then take away all their money, and like they'll have an empty apartment, they'll have nothing, and then they'll have to do a Rags to Riches. Let's just see if somebody's put like a really trashy apartment. Dumpy apartment. Oh, there we go. That looks nice. Dumpy apartment. Here we go. That's not quite dumpy enough. I need something to like... that's dang near like a hazard to live in. All right, so the problem is people are making way too nice of apartments. I'm gonna need people to start making really dumpy stuff. All right, so when I lived with my brother, this is kind of what the apartments would have looked like. So maybe I'll do something like this. I mean, it's gonna be a dump because we're gonna have absolutely no furniture or anything, which is actually kind of accurate. We were sitting in lawn chairs for a hot minute there. Budget 1-bedroom apartments. There's no way in hell I'm sharing a bed with Loki. All right, here we go. This one looks like the dumpiest one I've seen. Teenage Runaways apartment. I mean, the place has boarded up windows, rusty roof, rundown motel rental. Honestly, that might just be perfect. I mean, hey, you can technically live in a motel. I used to deliver pizzas to people to live to those things, and you know, I wouldn't advise it, but you can do it. All right, here we go. This will be perfect. Yeah, let's go unfurnished. And of course, I didn't turn on move objects, so this is bound to be broken probably. All right, I'm going to go ahead and replace down the lot because I definitely broke it when I put it down. All right, so I'm going to leave it on furnished because I think if I don't, it gets rid of the signs. So I'll leave it there. And if there's furniture and stuff in the apartment, I'll just get rid of it. All right, so I'm going to have to do some modifications here because... whoever made this didn't turn it actually into a working apartment, so I'm going to have to divvy up the rooms and stuff. All right, residential rental. Here we go. Okay, so here's the front desk. Okay. Hey, this place comes with a gym. This ain't that bad. What the hell? Is there an ATM in this? Oh, this is all Loki's fault. I had nothing to do with this. This is like that episode of Breaking Bad when that cracked out couple steals an ATM machine. All right, so I'm going to change the rules a little bit of my challenge because it's my video. Why wouldn't I cheat? But I think I'm going to leave it decorated like this because, I mean, if you were to move into a motel, it is going to have this stuff in it. Probably not an ATM machine that you lifted from a bank, but the rest of this stuff you'll probably find in a motel. All right, so this all is one unit. Then we'll create another unit here. All right, so this one's a little bit bigger than this one, so I will probably move into this one. So this is all shared space. Okay, that was pretty easy. All right, so let's move these bums in. Okay, so we will take the first room, $54 a day. Okay, honestly, that ain't bad. That's probably a little generous, but you know, whatever, we can't complain. All right, so we're gonna have to reset these guys a little bit because every time I grab them off the gallery, they always have their job and stuff, which I think somebody told me how to keep that from happening, but I don't remember how. All right, so I don't know how to actually just clear a job, so I guess I'll just quit manually. Quit job, and let's make sure Loki doesn't have a job. No, of course he doesn't. Why would he? That is just my luck, though, that every time I start a new game, I throw my sim in here, and he always smells like garbage. All right, home sweet home. Let's check in first. Straight to the computer, huh? Yeah, literally every single video where I reuse my sim, he always just goes straight to a computer. On spawn, every single time. You know what I should do? I should create a sim and then box him in with like short half walls here so it looks like he's always working the counter. I'm gonna do it. Psychotic, maybe. You know, how am I supposed to roleplay that I'm living in a motel if there's not even a desk clerk there? Come on now. All right, let's just look for an old man on the gallery. You know what? There's actually quite a few characters on my hashtag that might fit this. Baker. I hope you can use this sim as the warden in a prison challenge. Oh, okay. I'll save him for later then. Grumpy old man. Honestly, perfect. I literally typed in old man on the hashtag and his last name is literally Oldman. So that just works out perfectly. All right, let's have him stand here. Oh, he's already having some back pain. Well, his back's really going to start hurting when he realizes he can't ever move again. Okay, perfect. You can't see it from this point of view, so... Oh, you know what I just realized? He's probably not going to stay back there when I switch to playing as the other household. Oh, darn. And who in the hell is this? All right, so hopefully that works. Worst case scenario, I have a grumpy old man neighbor. But hopefully he'll be stuck behind the desk. The only way this is probably actually going to work is if I were to add him to my household and then make him stay back there, but I don't really feel like doing that. Oh, he is behind the desk. Perfect. Should we figure out who this weird ass is? That must just be one of the local weirdos. All right, let's go check in at the front desk. We'll get the keys to my rundown motel. Oh, wait, let's get rid of our money first. All right, money's gone. Don't go behind the desk. Get over here. Why did you take your shoes off before walking in here? That's disgusting. Great. Now I'm going to have some foot fungus and plantar warts. All right, thanks for the keys. Let's get out of here. Oh, shoot. Did we move into the wrong dump? I think we did. Oh, you know what happened? Loki and I aren't roommates. For some reason, the game moved us into different apartments. That's kind of annoying. Okay, so maybe we are in the same place. Oh, is it because I have to travel to my place? Is that what's going on here? Yeah, that's what it was. That is so stupid. Honestly, that's one of the worst things about The Sims is that even when you're already on the lot to a place, it makes you travel to it. Oh, please do not jump in that water. Oh, he's dead. Some brain-eating bug is probably in there. He's a goner. R.I.P. Loki. Go ahead and put R.I.P. Loki in the comments because he's a goner. All right, where am I at? Okay, so I realized there was actually way more apartments. There's a second story here. So I should probably make these unaccessible because I know dang well that we're going to be going in here if I don't. Oh, this would suck to live in. It looks like they built this to where this bathroom has to be shared. That would be absolutely disgusting. Imagine you go in here to go take a bath and your neighbor walks in and just drops a hot steamer when you're in there. Okay, so since I can't make more than 6 units, I'll just lock these doors. Everyone. All right, I'm bathing. The real question is who gets the full size and who gets the twin? Well, first come, first serve. Sorry, Loki. Not that you're going to live to care because you swimming in that still water over there. All right, so this explains where all of our money has gone. Can we take money out of this? View playful work. That doesn't look very playful. That looks unlawful if I had to pick a word. It's a good thing I made these guys both thin because with these types of mini fridges, you just gain weight so quickly. Oh, why do you look like a ghost? Probably because you're about to be dead, that's why. You know what? You should probably stop taking off your shoes because we're bound to catch something. What is this? What do you want, Sean? What is... Oh, you know what? Food is food. We'll take it. Just kidding. Get that shit out of here. Fruitcake. I'd rather starve. Welcome to the neighborhood. All right, let's see if Loki can pick up the ladies. Invite her in. Hey, welcome in. I don't know who invited you in, Sean. Dang, this dude's got a bad attitude. Loki's just out here chilling, and I'm over here yelling at neighbors for no reason. And I haven't even introduced myself yet. He's just yelling at her for no reason. Try to flirt. All right, he's in a bad mood. This ought to be terrible. Oh. I was just kidding, actually. All right, so I was friend zoned immediately. Honestly, I'm just trying to have a backup ready just in case I get that prompt to get married in 7 days. You know, since this is a rags to riches, you gotta do what you gotta do. Speaking of which, we should probably get some money. I mean, I know we have this ATM that we lifted, but I don't think you can actually open it. Also, Sean, how the hell did you get out of your confinement over here? I don't know why I'm just now realizing that, but unacceptable. Hey, are you taking our only food? Oh, no. Put that down. That's what I thought. All right, Loki, eat up. This is the only food we're having for the whole week. In fact, go ahead and slice yourself the smallest piece imaginable because we got to ration that thing out. Loki, did you hear me? What are you doing? That is not what I would imagine Loki's leg hair looking like. If you'd like to have early access to new videos like this one, then you should become a member of my channel. You should also join my Discord. I'll have it linked in my description. Whenever new Sims 4 kits, packs, or expansions comes out, I will be doing giveaways on there. So definitely join if you don't want to miss out on those. Also, if you want to see me sling some drugs, you should check out my second YouTube channel, Walmart Thor Gaming. I'm currently playing Schedule 1, which is a drug dealing simulator, which is absolutely hilarious. So if you want to see some of that absolute nonsense, don't forget to subscribe to that channel. And of course, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. All right, now let's get back to this nonsense. All right, so rags to riches. Fishing is a pretty good way. You can take some selfies and sell them. There's a lot of things you can do. I'm honestly curious to see what happens if we can't pay our rent in time. Because we need to get like $64 before tomorrow, or we're probably going to get evicted. You know what? Let's take some photos of Sean and we'll sell them to oldmanfinder.com. Are you going to freaking do it? Bro, would you just take some damn photo? Why is he not cooperating? Take photo of Sean. He's right there. Well, don't get yourself in it. Oh, shoot. We actually have to take this. This camera's broken. I don't want to take a photo with, by the way. I want to take a photo of. Don't get yourself in it. You don't want to be seen with this dude. All right, this game is broken as hell. All right, fine. I guess I'll just start taking some pictures of myself. So my stupid-ass neighbors don't want to cooperate. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, let's get some angry ones in here. Go ahead and flip the bird. There we go. Good enough. All right, sell those. 28 bucks. It's just that easy. We do that a couple times, and there you go. There's tomorrow's rent. There you go. If you ever find yourself in times of trouble, just snap a few pictures of yourself and sell them to, just sell them. Yeah, you'll make money. Who the hell is buying these selfies is the real question. Here's a mood. Can we roast some marshmallows? Here we go. Beetles. Why did they put that in the game? Who's out here eating bugs? You know, this place ain't that bad, honestly. It's kind of a vibe. You know what? Look how good of a mood he's in right now. He's got 28 bucks to his name, and he's as happy as can be. Loki, what kind of goofy-ass outfit is that? I mean, I guess that's one of his outfits on here, so whatever. All right, well, you know what? This motel comes with a hookah bar, so let's go ahead and do that. Can I not get back here? Why the heck not? Is this door locked? Only werewolves can use this door? Great, so I got to turn into a werewolf if I want to do some hookah. What kind of nonsense is this? And here I am using one of those weird-ass standing toilet things. Squatter toilets. No thanks. I've got enough back problems. I don't need to be squatting to take a dump. All right, let's take some pictures of... what are you doing in here? Are you on a dating website, you sicko? Oh, don't be giggling like that. You know what? Let me check your search history, pal. You know, I don't have that Love Struck pack because they did essentially add Tinder to this game in there, so maybe I should get that. I think it's on sale right now, but we'll see. All right, so send spam money request to... Wait, hold up. Oh, so we can scam people out of money on here? Don't mind if I do. Any bets on who I try to scam first? Oh yeah, that was completely random. This is not the same timeline as my other videos. So technically, I have no idea who Joffrey Landgrab is. I've never heard of him. Walmart's attempt at swindling money from innocent Sims has failed miserably. Oh, don't give up that easily. All right, let's try Agnes Crumblebottom. She's an old lady. I feel like they're a little more vulnerable. The Prince of Nigeria urgently needs your help. Send 200,000 simoleons immediately. Oh, come on. Well, that didn't work. You know what? Let's do it to Alexander Goth. Maybe, I think he's a teenager, right? So he's got to be stupid. He'll fall for it. He'll get his dad's credit card. He'll send the money right over. He didn't fall for it? Well, what a waste. Oh, there was another bedroom in here. Okay. Oh, it's a pull-down bed. No wonder I didn't notice. Okay, so in the morning, I guess we'll try to find some jobs. Oh, shoot. We need to get the money for rent. All right, let's take some selfies. That is low-key terrifying. No pun intended, by the way. Sell those. Only 16 bucks. I mean, of course, his pictures are not going to be as valuable as mine. Have you seen his face? All right, let's just spam a couple of these out so we can pay rent. Why is bro taking pictures like a teenage girl? Me wondering how the hell I'm gonna pay for my next meal. We already did that pose. Yeah, put these on my dating profile. Yeah, I get it with the teenage girl pose. What is going on here? 30 bucks. Yeah, Loki, just get better, bro. Where are you going? Get out of the pool. You're just asking to be buried 6 feet under. All right, odd jobs. Mayhem at the beach. It seems like everyone on the island is in constant state of sunshine. They're also helpful and sweet. It's annoying. Let's cause a bit of mayhem on the beaches. We'll show them how to have real fun. Do mischief interactions and destroy sandcastles. Okay, well, let's get Loki in on this. Honestly, he probably should have taken that job. All right, so here's another beach one. I went to the beach the other day and dropped some of my wallets all over. Complete accident. I'm looking for someone who can get me my wallets back. That doesn't seem like you're just stealing other people's things. Okay, so we got to go find a beach. I don't think I can get to one from here. Sean, why are your clothes off? Okay, I'm gonna assume there's beaches over here that I could do this on. Okay, so there's a tiny beach here, but I have to build the sandcastle myself to destroy it. That's kind of lame. I thought we were gonna be like bullying little kids and kicking over their sandcastles. All right, now we'll destroy it. What the hell? That didn't count? All right, I don't think we're at the right beach. All right, so Solani probably has the best beaches, right? If I had to guess. All right, now we're talking. My odd job is due in an hour. Oh, I'm screwed. I don't see a single sandcastle anywhere. All right, well, this is doomed. We're going to have to just go fishing instead because there's no way I'm getting that done in an hour. I heard you became friends with Sean Oldman. He's pretty cool. No, the hell he ain't. Failure. Hey, I still got paid. Okay, never mind. That was Loki that got paid. You know what? It's about time Loki started contributing. You know how many pictures I had to take of myself to get us to pay rent this month? Or today? What do you want, Vanessa? Hey, Walmart. So listen, it's a long story, but my family is in a bit of a pickle right now, and we need a place to stay for a bit. You have extra places to sleep, right? Yeah, we got a nice twin bed you guys can share. All right, we have to say yes to everything. That's how these things work. You know, they have a whole other part of the motel they could go stay in. Why do they gotta be? What is bro doing? Is he possessed? Would you get your ass up and go fishing? Now we got to provide for a family of who knows how many. Sunbathe in nude? Absolutely not. What are you doing? Yeah, make sure you get your butt cheeks nice and tan. Good. This guy is unbelievable. I'm just trying to fish. I don't know what this dude's deal is. He is like being the least cooperative I've ever had a sim be. Would you at least walk over here? My word. You better have clothes on. And he doesn't. What do you mean you can't go there? It's fishing. You know what? Go swimming out there. I hope you get freaking eaten by a shark. They really need to add police to this game. It would just be hilarious if they just pulled up to the beach and arrested you for being naked. Some public indecency charges. They throw you in jail. You got to pay. Somebody's got to pay to bail you out or something. I mean, come on now. You think people won't pay 40 bucks for that? Oh, hell no. If I saw an anglerfish swimming near me, I mean, well, first off, this just looks like it's gator-infested waters right here, so there's no way I would be swimming. All right, let's check in on Loki. Let's see how he feels about our new roommates. All right, I walked away for a second, and I come back, and I see this old man getting in here. I don't think so. Yeah, it's only a matter of time before his freaking Speedo slips off, and I got to see that nonsense. Okay, so it's just her and her sister moving in. Okay, that's not that bad. Okay, Loki, and that's a crime. Good. Hey, you walked in here. This is my house. Loki, you look absolutely ridiculous. Why am I still at the beach? Okay. Yeah, we've got guests over. Let's maybe change clothes. Or not. You know what? Just whatever happens, happens, I guess. Yeah, guys, sleep wherever you want. Glad we could give you a place to stay. It looks like I got a little sunburn. As long as they don't walk out into the main living area, I think we're good. Are they going to sleep out here on this couch because of how weird we are? Adds up. Yeah, that's just perfect. They would rather sit outside in the rain than sleep in an apartment with these two sick, demented weirdos. I mean, at least he's under the covers now. Yeah, I wouldn't advise... Okay. Whatever. Okay, so now she's taking the bed. All right, Loki, get on the twin. Wow, she would rather sleep in a freaking swampy pool than sleep in our apartment. Okay. And you know what's worse is that my sim knew that these two are coming over, and he's the one that's choosing to be naked. What a sick, demented freak. Almost as sick as this dude's back hair. What is that? Yeah. Maybe don't run around naked. Yeah, I'm gonna dare her to streak. And she's doing it. Okay. Everyone around here is just crazy. I'm honestly just curious to see how long it takes him to put some clothes on. I mean, surely he's got to put on clothes at some point, right? All right, what are my needs? What is he mad about? From grieving? I don't know what the hell he could possibly be grieving. Hey, how was work? You know, I was fully anticipating Loki being the weird ass in this series, but it clearly looks like the tables have turned here.